Hello, hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Cherrell. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight. We have a really great episode. Before we go any further, make sure you guys head over to my Instagram, click the link in the bio, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a great show in store for you. I'm super excited. Tonight, I will be joined by my special co-host, Chelsea of the Chelsea Live Line show. You guys, she'll be joining us really shortly. And before we jump into the episode, you guys know the routine. You got to give me something that you're grateful for. So if you guys are just joining in, make sure you drop something in my comment section about what are you grateful for. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get Chelsea in here. Is that like a viewer request? Viewers request. Let me see. Invite friends to watch. Let me see. So I'm going to invite Chelsea. I sent her over. Yeah, okay, so I invited Chelsea, you guys. So we're just really waiting for Chelsea to join, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Bear with me here just a few minutes. You guys, I don't even go live on Facebook. I haven't been live on Facebook in forever. So give me a second while I get everything. Hey, okay. Everything looks crooked. Go ahead and hit send a request, Chelsea, and we'll go ahead and get you on. Make sure you guys do me a favor and click that little friend button with the arrow and share this conversation with 3 friends. The best way to spread the news about a great conversation is to share it with friends. I don't know why this is being weird, but make sure you guys click that little share thing and share this conversation with 3 friends. We got a great topic tonight. I'm super excited to talk about how the City Girls, Young Miami, how just the hot girl summer, how those types of women and movements are affecting the way young Black girls view dating. I'm super excited to talk about this tonight. I'm pumped up. But yeah, before we get any further, I got to give you guys something that I'm grateful for. That's how we kick off every show. If you guys are just doing it, make sure you go ahead, drop in my comment section something that you're grateful for. I'm grateful tonight for, I don't even know if this is really something to be grateful for, but I'm really just grateful for the power to be able to just do whatever. Like, I really am just grateful to be able to do whatever. Like, I had a really, let's see here. Okay, I sent your invite. I'm just grateful for the power to be able to do whatever it is that I can do or that I'm able to do. I'm just grateful to be here. So I'm waiting for Chelsea to get in, and we're going to get started, y'all. I'm super excited. How do y'all think the City Girls is affecting dating? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Hey!
I'm
so happy I can hear you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wait, let me see. You sound really low. Let me see. Say it again, Chelsea.
Yeah, I was trying to join on my computer, but for some reason it wouldn't allow me to. But regardless, I got it on the phone right now, so we're good, if you can hear me.
Okay, I can't. You sound really low.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You just sound really low.
Really low. Okay, let me get my earphones. I'm listening, though. Let me get my earphones.
But we gotta wait till can you hear me? Can you hear me really well? Okay. Can you guys, we want to do a mic check here. Can you guys let me know if you can hear Chelsea the way I hear her? She's low or is she loud? Because she's low on my end.
Hello? Hopefully y'all can hear me.
No, I'm just going to
get my earphone.
Quick mic check before we get started so make sure everybody can hear. This is not a conversation you want to miss. I know a lot of my conversations are like really rated R. I cuss a lot. I'm very in your face type. But this conversation is going to be a conversation that you guys can have with your sisters, your little siblings, your little brothers. This may be really informative for them as well. You can definitely bring them and sit down with them. You can put this on your TV. However, this is going to be a very teenage friendly conversation that we do want to have with them. We definitely want to include them in conversations about them. I really wish I could have found a podcaster that was in the age group I was looking for. It would have been a great conversation to have one.
Right.
But we can always run it back because that ain't nothing. Okay, you have your I will run some shit back. All right, you got them in?
Yes, I do. So hopefully you can hear me better. Can you hear me?
I can't.
Oh my
Can you guys hear Chelsea? Is Chelsea loud to you guys? Comment section. Can you hear her just fine, or is it just me? Let me see. I can't see comments. I don't know. Facebook is weird. It's being weird to me. Let's see. Hey, can you guys hear Chelsea? I don't know why this is being weird. Okay, so Chelsea, can you close out and then come back for me?
Yes, yes.
All right. So we're going to wait for a second, you guys. What? Okay, Dejanay, I saw you say you can hear it. Is she loud? Because she was really low on my end. I see you guys joining. Make sure you drop something in the comment section that you're grateful for. The way I like to start every episode is by talking about what we're grateful for. Too often we get caught up in what we don't have and we forget what we do have. So,
okay, let's see. I heard myself too when I exited out. I can hear myself. Hopefully you can.
It's the same. You know what?
Uh,
Say something now, Chelsea.
yes. Can you hear me now?
Y'all know that my volume was just low on my phone.
Oh my God.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
It is the dummy in me, bro. Okay? It's the dumb. Wow. I'm so mad. I'm making her do all this and it's me.
That's
It
okay.
really was me. Okay. So before we get started, Chelsea, we got to kick every episode off with what we're grateful for. So you got to give us something that you're grateful for.
Okay, I'm grateful for you for allowing me the opportunity to be a guest on the show today. I'm grateful for life, grateful for peace, because I definitely need it.
Hey,
yes, thank you.
You can't be. And you always look. So I don't know why you saying it like that. Like you.
I'm telling you, I'll be needing that peace. Yeah. Oh my Lord.
I'm grateful. I'm definitely happy to get the co-host with me today. I'm excited. I feel like this is a conversation that you really would be passionate about as well. And I think that it's obviously something that everybody could really benefit from this conversation. Because the city girls, the hot girl movement is not just a movement that's affecting kids. It's definitely affecting our generation as well. It is definitely a conversation that we want to have just to see, really kind of analyze where we are in the dating scene and why we haven't accomplished maybe some of our dating goals and whatnot, and just really to relate to the younger generation and be able to talk to them about dating. I think I saw this guy say, I don't want to keep that because I definitely want you to say something, but I saw this guy say, he's having a daughter, and he was like, I never want to talk to my daughter from my perspective. I always want to remember that I was once her age, and that way I can better communicate with her. And I was like, yo, that's fire. And that's something that I've been keeping in mind. And that kind of came up when I thought about this topic. I was like, yo, let me keep that in mind when I had this conversation that I was once their age. So, what you think about this topic so far, Chelsea?
Yes, it's a very important topic because everybody is so quick to say, do as I do or something. Do as I say, not as I do. But the thing about it is that we're watching you, so we obviously going to do as you do because visual is real, okay? You can say whatever you want, but the actions are going to show at the end of the day. So it's very important. We need to grow up, train our princesses to become queens, and they're not seeing that in today's media. So I'm definitely going to be saying something about that today. Okay? I'm passionate. I am passionate. I'm trying to make calm, but reality is that if we don't fix it now, when we gonna fix it? You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Right. Let's jump into it. So let's the reality is that teenagers are dating. Whether they're having sex or not, that's a different conversation. But for clarity, let's make it clear that dating is any type of romantic time spent or conversation or any activity with someone of a romantic interest. That does not mean that you're having sex with them. Let's get that out the way. So people like dating mean different things. No, it don't. Because you date somebody does not mean you are fucking that person, okay? If you are fucking multiple people, you need to be on a first name basis with your primary care physician because you're gonna need that, all right? You're gonna need that nigga, okay? For her, whoever. But y'all need to be regular friends, right? So really, I talk a lot about the impact that hip hop has had on Black boys. It's constantly drug this, steal that, rob that, kill this, kill that. And then we wonder why young boys are turning out the way they're turning out. I'm not a man, so I can only speak so much on that perspective. I'm coming to y'all tonight to talk about the city girls, hot girl summer, and how it is affecting young Black girls in the way they approach dating. All right, y'all. We got to jump right into it. I think I'm so excited about this. One, I think that it's important to not try to it's important to not ignore the city girls. Let's just say that. I don't feel like when these women are presenting these type of ideas, and I feel like we should be like, don't do that. Like, acknowledge that it's there. I think that's the first thing. A lot of people always want to scare kids away from something that they think is bad. No, acknowledge the bad shit. They need to know that it exists and that it's real, because you also don't want them out here getting played and finessed. You don't want that. So I think that we got to acknowledge that there are women out here like that so that young girls know. But you also need to understand that that's not the only way to date. That's not, to me, if that's how you out here dating, then there's a lot of things that come behind that. We're gonna talk about, we
Yes.
gotta add Cardi B in there too, because Cardi B be on the same shit. You can't be dating. That's just not the only way to date. That is a way to date, don't hear me out, but that's not the only way to date. Chelsea, what you think about that?
Yes, I agree with you. Don't hide it from the kids because they're gonna find it one way or
Yeah.
another. Whether it's through school, the people they hang with, somebody gonna tell them about that, and they'd rather be it from you as a parent than, or a parent or a mentor, than from other people who are gonna steer you in the wrong direction. So I agree on that, 100%.
That's not hiding from the
Mm-hmm.
kids. Then let's talk about everything they talk about is sex. I think, you know, sex already sells. Everybody knows sex
Mm-hmm.
sells. It's the cheapest shit on the market to buy. You can get it everywhere and for a little nothing. I think that we need you can buy sex from anywhere. Like, let me say this about these motherfuckers too. These hoes been calling themselves content creator. You bitches are porn stars. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all are porn stars.
Right.
OnlyFans, if you are on
Right.
there doing anything sexual, you are a porn star, okay?
Right.
You are not, I mean, you a content creator, but let's keep it a buck. You're a porn star.
Right. Mm-hmm. Take it for what it is. Don't try to make yourself one up yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Bitch, you
Humble
selling
yourself,
ass.
sis.
Thank
Right.
you.
Humble
You're a porn
yourself,
star.
sis.
You're a porn star, okay? It's just a
Right.
new name, content creator, porn star, sex worker, whatever you want to call it. You're a porn star.
Right.
You're a porn star.
Right.
And I think, you know what? And it's, let's say this, city girls, how they date, that's not the only way to date. And I need also young women to know that these girls are living a completely different lifestyle than they are feeding you. Very much so like the rappers leading you to do all these drugs and kill all these people. They don't live that lifestyle. These motherfuckers are rich and they live in gated communities. There is not niggas with guns walking up and down their neighborhood, okay? And if they are, you better understand that they not your black asses on the phone with the police because they pay too much motherfucking money for security to be having the motherfucker walk down their street acting like they ain't got no sense. So understand that they're selling you this lifestyle. They may have lived it before. They do not live it now. So don't get caught up because that shit is real life the hype. It's the hype.
Right.
And Carisha of City Girls will tell you, I'm not really like that. I'm a family woman. She has kids. She had a man. Okay? Okay, JT, don't be living that life she be with Lil Uzi. Okay? Dressing weird and shit. That's her man. That's where she be at, right? Okay? Cardi B got a whole husband. Now, whether she take his cheating ass back or not, that's on her. But she's a whole
Couldn't be me.
ass woman, okay? In a supposedly committed relationship with 2 kids. She's telling you shaking your ass on the pole, fucking niggas for money and drugging them. Don't get your stupid ass shot.
You're not gonna be able to recover from that. So don't have a major setback because of people on social media telling you what to do. Thanks.
Listening to them. What else, Chelsea? I want to keep laughing to you.
Well, I agree with you. Everything you said. It's like these are false realities on social media that we see, and they're supposed to be the role models for girls to follow. And now you see little girls twerking, and you think it's okay because they're doing it in the video, so they're just following. They're young, and they don't know what they're doing. But then soon enough, they grow up, and then here they go on a pole making money. Talking, I don't want to go to school. I want to shake my butt, twerk my butt, just like everybody else saying. So why can't I do that? You told me it was okay back then, so why is it not okay now? You know?
Yeah. And is they really selling you something just to eat it up, and then they go back and do something different? Like we said, it's false realities, and it's like I don't want young girls to get caught up in the idea that I need to be tricking or selling my body to get what I want. Let's and I really want to be honest because I think that the more you expose children to the truth, the less chance they have of falling victim to bullshit, right? Let's keep it above. If you are young, you are more than likely already in your prime until you hit your 30s and your 40s. You won't get like I think it's like your 30s. You hit another prime. That's a whole grown woman phase then. You in your early 20s, you got your prime. You got your little body banging, all right? Then you can buy you drinks in the club. All you gotta do is smile and shit. You walk past the old man, how you doing, baby? You ain't gotta do nothing. You just saw young tenderoni, not. So understand that you don't have to do much. And I'm not saying go out there, you know, but you're already young. You're already going, they want you. They want you because you're hot. You're young. Understand you don't have to do all that. You don't need to be shaking your ass. You don't need to be doing that. You can go smile at a motherfucker, walk past, you know, and before you know it, not somebody just sent you a drink. I ain't saying drink that drink, baby. Be careful. By all means, use common sense. But what I'm saying is that you're already young. You're already hot. You don't need to be shaking your ass or doing the extra shit to get that attention. You're already going to get it. You know
your value. Know your value.
Exactly.
And it's not based off of your sexual market value either. It's about the value you have inside you. Not the outside. Outside matters, but your inside, it matters the most, okay? Because if you acting cray, no man is going to deal with all that at the end of the day. Because you can look like a trophy, but if you ain't got nothing inside of it, You just empty and belong on a shelf. That's it. I'm sorry.
And please understand, the inside will last a lot longer than the outside.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay?
Beauty
It really
fades.
do matter. It pays to have a good heart, to be a kind person. Because you can easily have a freak accident. Now you need plastic surgery. You don't look the same. You can easily, your outside can easily change. You can get hooked on drugs. Now you don't look the same. It really pays to be a value on inside. And I know it's so hard to say that when you're young because it doesn't look like that. Because everything is face value, literally, when you're young.
The aesthetics, yeah.
And that matters. Don't ever confuse that you don't need to, or that you shouldn't keep yourself over, that your appearance should matter. But understand that you still need to be realistic. You don't have to be brand name out. Okay? It's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. There are plenty of women who, and I think it's important to say, there are plenty of women who thrift, shop at Salvation Army, and make millions of dollars off every year.
Right.
And they wear the shit that they
look better than the folks buying all these brands. The brands don't know you. So be your own brand. And, you know, like you said, thrift shop, whatever you got to do to make yourself look better than trying to fit in with everybody else. For real.
Yeah, by all means, your appearance matters. You should always want to look your best, because when you look your best, you feel your best. But understand that looking your best does not mean that you have to have these expensive brands. Like, literally, you can make something look good and it doesn't have to cost a lot, but you don't mislead yourself thinking you need this Gucci, you need this Fendi. Do not, because I'm trying to tell you, people are fucking slaving to get it. They're slaving and selling their soul. You don't want to be like, it don't matter how much fucking makeup you put on a dumpster, that bitch is still trashy as fuck. It just doesn't matter.
You are addressed how you dress. You are addressed how you dress. That's it. Okay, so think about it.
Matter. I wanted the life, like, let me make this clear. And I'll be honest, I used to think a long time ago that men were so disposable. I used to think they were so disposable. They were, and you know what? And I don't even know if that was that bad of a mentality to have that age, because men thought women were disposable when I was younger. They thought they had this galore, you know. But it's like, as I get older, it comes down to, you're a human being and you don't need to be treated like that. Fuck dressing a certain way. Fuck trying to act a certain way. Be fucking nice to people. Be kind to people. You do not need to smile and grin in every man's face, but you need to treat people decent. Do not get so caught up in being this stuck-up woman and being rude and nasty, because you gonna fuck around and miss your blessing doing shit like that.
Plenty. You're right, because we got to humble ourselves and realize that opportunities only come so seldomly, and then you get a good man, get a good woman, but then don't know how to act, and then you lose them, and think you got another chance, but that timeline is moving pretty fast, so you really got to make sure that you can find somebody else to replace that person. It's not easy to find good people out here.
It's not. And let me make this clear. I feel like this is probably a lesson for boys, because I feel like boys get it more. Somebody said, or get hurt. You're absolutely right, or definitely get hurt. Let me make sure I get some of these comments. Jasmine said, I'm so happy to make it to another show. I'm barely able to catch you on my schedule. I'm so happy you to make it to a show. I'm happy to be here, right? But you definitely can get hurt. It's more, I think this lesson is more so one for boys, because boys can pass it up. But don't get so caught up in trying to date every nigga with some money that you miss out on a good friend. I feel like women can hear that too. Don't get so caught up in trying to date every nigga that you see that you miss a good friend. And I feel like that's more so for boys, because they want to hump everything with a vagina. So like, don't get so caught up in trying to get some cat that you miss a good homeboy. You really could be a good friend.
Yes, because they view women, as most men view, or most boys view women as sexual objects. That's the problem. That's why we can't have all these platonic friendships, because they really want to do more in the end. Okay, Steve Harvey said 99% of men have a hidden agenda. They be waiting for years and years to get with a homegirl that they said was really their homegirl. So you got to watch all that stuff out. I'm telling you, these stats are not made up, because it's always a hidden agenda sometimes. Okay,
it is. And so, homegirl, baby girl, don't get so caught up trying to date all these men that you miss a good friend. Understand that it's okay to like him and be like, oh, first off, it's okay to think somebody cute and be like, you know what, he's cute, but he's a cool person. Like, and it's okay to leave it there. It's okay to leave it there. I felt, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, I feel like some of the most intelligent people have platonic friendships, solid platonic. Not we tried some. Like, I just noticed that people, like some of the most healthiest people have platonic friendships of opposite sex. They do. I've watched people, and I'm like, oh, they seem really grounded, you know, really well rounded. You know, I'm like, wow. And I feel like it's usually because they have that access to both sides of the world, both ends of the spectrum, at their will. So don't get so caught up in trying to use these niggas, fuck over these niggas, and niggas ain't
Mm-hmm.
shit that you miss out on a good ass friend. And here we go. Be careful what you say. Because if you keep believing that niggas ain't shit, best believe every nigga you run into ain't gonna be shit. Okay? Every nigga you run into, if you say ain't shit, ain't gonna be shit. I need you to know that.
Right.
There is power in the word. That's outside of manifestations. The Bible says that you keep speaking that shit up, and it's gonna happen.
Manifest. You want to manifest. You gonna manifest a horrible man for real.
Okay.
Tell you.
A fucked up relationship.
Right. And soul ties out here, and a bunch of other stuff. And then yeah.
You go.
Soul ties are real.
Mm-hmm. You will. I think that the city girls are really I really want to talk about weight and body. That's a big thing for me. The bodies and young girls. What do you think about that? Young girls want to get their bodies done, feeling like they need big booties. What you think about that, Josie?
Right, I'm hearing an echo for some reason. Give me 1 second. One second.
What's up, Ashton? What do you think about young girl? Okay, Ashton, what do you think about like young girls saying that they want to get their body done early on? You guys, what do you think about that? Young girls saying that they want to get their bodies done at like 19 and 2021. I feel like I look back, I was in my prime, baby. You know.
Okay, thank you, Cherrell. I have a lot to say in regards to what you just asked me, which was about the bodies being done.
Yeah, the bodies.
Okay, so regarding that, keep up with that image. Why not just get you a gym membership and work out? You can build mass in your butt by doing exercise. You do not have to. You do not have to pay these surgeries. Next thing you know, you're gonna be No. Next thing you know, you're gonna be looking like a botched job, because most of these people out here have botched jobs that are being done, going to Mexico, going everywhere they don't need to go for these surgeries. So don't do that stuff, because you're gonna have to keep up with it. You're gonna have to eventually exercise and incorporate a routine to keep that body and maintain it. And then age, gravity happens. So, thinking that you're trying to impress a man, that man will still cheat on you. I've said this before. That man will still cheat on you with a BBL, sis. So do what's best for you. Get you some brains before a BBL, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
In summary,
you
I'm
get
sorry.
that butt done. He gonna cheat on you for a bitch that's shaped like a box. They ain't got no ass.
Right. Hey, over here says no.
Or cheat on you.
Work in progress.
Right, you getting up there. He will cheat on you with a girl that's skinny mini, okay? No ass, no titties.
And you questioning your surgery. You in like $20,000 or more in debt because you wonder, why this man cheat on me? I did all this for him. He said he wanted me to get this, wanted me to get that. Now that I got that, he gone. So don't keep doing all that. Do it for you. If you really want to do it for you, then that's fair. Pay the money out. Yeah. But doing it for somebody else that is temporary in your life, don't have any means.
What Dre say? Don't do it for the men they never noticed.
There you go.
Dre said, a man said it. A man said, don't do it for me.
Take heed of that. Mm-hmm.
Take heed of that. You see guys all the time, or girls prank their boyfriends on TikTok like, babe, I did something to my hair. He's like, oh, it's nice. That nigga never even noticed you got a new cover. Don't do it for him. He didn't even know. Don't do it for the men they never noticed.
Just do it for yourself. You the effing coldest.
There you go. There you go. See what? You see?
Yes.
And these are men's quotes. These are men lyrics. Okay.
Yes. Take heed of that, ladies. They're trying to give you game. Listen to these songs. Sometimes you gotta read them between the lines, because if the women like us are not gonna give you all the game, for example, we giving it to you, but most women aren't. So listen to the men if we aren't here to give you the game. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you. And don't like. And let me say this, because I feel like, I think Lil Duval said, I follow a lot of niggas and they be talking some shit sometimes. They be talking some bullshit too, but they be talking some shit sometimes. And Lil Duval said not too long ago, didn't nobody want to be a stripper. Not everybody dressed like strippers. Everywhere sells stripper clothes. Everywhere is naked. And somebody just said not too long ago that Jada Waiter, Lil Baby's baby mama, looks so weird fully clothed because she always naked. And I said,
so that's what I'm saying. Revealing too much. Little Baby gets to see this. Every other man out here gets to see this. So how do you have value? Value is when you hide stuff. Like, Mercedes-Benz, all these different car companies don't have to do commercials because of the fact that they know their worth. Rolls-Royce, you never see a Rolls-Royce commercial because they know their worth. And they're covered. You know what I'm saying? Gems are covered. Jewels are covered. So that's that.
Right. Somebody said, you said Drake, that was a Drake line. I'm a huge Drake fan. Somebody said, Megan and City tell us don't give the pussy up until he treat us right. He do. He do. And you know what? I'm going to keep it a buck. if a woman says there's no price on a pussy, that's a lie. There's always a price on it. And hear me out. I know it sounds real bad. It's like, bitch, what you mean there's a price? And I mean the price is consistency. The price is stability. The price is security. So it may not be a monetary, like a currency value, but there is a price on it. And you can get it by being consistent, by being honest, by being loyal. There's definitely a price on a pussy. And I don't want to make it sound like that. I hate to make it sound like that. But there is a price on pussy. It's just not the price you think it is.
Right.
That money can't buy. It really, the price of the pussy is the shit that money can't buy. It really is a price on it. It ain't no price on my pussy. Bitch, just one on mine. Nigga, some consistency, some good date, bitch, some conversation, some security around this motherfucker gonna get you everything you ever wanted around this. I promise you. And it should be like that. It should be, oh, he bought me a purse is nothing. Because he could trick 4-5 purses off. And what he do special for you? Nothing. And it really is that they do try to tell you if he treats you right, get it, but they don't really be talking about if he treats you right. They trying to get some money about you.
Right, finesse culture. These women today, Megans and the city girls, they're part of finesse culture. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to finesse the man, get all the bag that they can get from them, and then give them something. But it's all about racking up that money, racking up that revenue, because that's what they want. That's what they want. And then women get caught up. A lot of women today are dead because of the fact that they play with men's hearts, play with their money ultimately, and then they come back and then acting a fool on you. So be careful, for real. Finesse culture can have a bad ending if you don't know what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend it myself, but teach his own, you know.
Yeah. So just like I know there was a big uproar about Cardi saying she drugged the man and got money, and you know everybody was like, "Well, the niggas do it, they drug bitches and fuck them." And it's like, granted, I feel y'all, cause that shit dead ass wrong. She did that. She flat on flat. Cardi dead ass wrong for that shit. Cause if dog would have not been drugged all the way and popped her stupid ass, then it'll be an even scold to me, cause you stealing his money and you drugged him. That's not cool. Let me let you know something. Y'all think it's all shits and giggles. And speaking of that, another little bitch just did that shit on Crime in the D. I just saw that shit, not comedy, because it pissed me off. This girl robbed this man in Southfield at a motel. It came up on Crime in the D. Everybody in the comment section talking about city girls up. I said, now when he catch her dumb ass, don't have your mama on this motherfucking news talking about she's a student and she being a nurse and she was a good person.
Right, I do not.
Her killer. Don't do it.
I do not like that. Keep that same energy. Whatever she did it. It's been written in stone. You cannot cover up no tracks when you know what's been done. So therefore, she gonna have to live by what she did. It's no sugarcoating that. Sorry. You can come on here crying like you said. Yeah.
Don't get on here. She was a good person. No, her dumb ass thought she was slick and she got her ass popped. That's karma. And I don't feel bad because you die by the same way you live. You better be real careful about the way you treat people. You cannot do that. And I'm not saying that it's okay for men and not for women. It ain't okay for nobody to be doing shit like that. Because you know what happens? They typically catch your ass when you don't expect it. Now they fuck your ass in a red light with your kids in the car. Now you and the kids did. Or hell, maybe the kids did and you alive. Now
you need to go fund me.
Now
you need to go fund me because you've been playing around with people's money. You've been playing around with people and they catch up with you. You can't hide forever. So please don't start that finesse culture if you don't know what the ending is going to be. Exactly. Don't be a part of that movement. Start your own movement. Be an independent woman. You know, Beyonce and them said it, whoever said it, but be independent because that's the best return on your investment instead of depending on a man all the time. Have some independency because they don't like that.
You are your best investment. You are truly your best investment. And you gotta, I know, and I'll be honest, like sometimes it's so hard to say, if you say social media ain't never influenced me, you a fool and you really don't know how much social media influenced you if you saying that. But it's so if you really self-aware and you don't know why you're doing something, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it truly because I want to do this, or is it because I saw this and I want to do it? Somebody said I want to finesse over.
I know, I looked at that. I was like, oh,
yeah. Don't get shot.
I'm telling you, the best thing, look, this month here is National Entrepreneurship Month, y'all. Get your own bags. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on Chelsea's Live Line. But for real, get your own bag because it has the best return on your investment. And then shout out to my boyfriend. He tuned in. Nate, shout out to you. I see you. And, you know, yeah.
Nate,
so
chime in the comments. How do you think the city girls is affecting the way young girls approach dating?
I would love to hear that. Yes, I would love to hear that. But yes, for real though, finesse culture, there's a lot of women a part of it. There's this lady on YouTube called Cherrell She's encouraging women to get money from older men on like WhatsApp and on these different dating apps. And it's not good to do that. I'm sorry, because these older men, You're not about to keep getting money out of them. Some of them are very desperate, but I'm not interested in that, obviously. But yeah.
I think that I'm gonna say this, cause hey, you gonna trick it, baby. I'm gonna spend it. But listen, hear me out what I have to say about this. I didn't say this was appropriate for children. Let me wind that back.
Yes, yes.
I did say this was appropriate for kids. People like, what I would say when it comes to those, and this is the reality of the situation. Again, there are some very desperate older men, and they will give you some money. They might give you some money without some sugar. But it's very rare that you're going to find that, okay? And in this day and age, you need to be very careful about doing things like that. Again, you can do what you want to do, but you always need to use some common sense, okay?
Yes.
Please use common sense. And stop making money everything, because I forgot I'll be hearing all these quotes. If you keep chasing money, baby, you're never going to get where you want to be. You're never going to be happy. It never ends. Numbers never end. They go on forever. And if you keep trying to get that, you're going to find yourself at a point at a certain age, much further along, unfulfilled, unhappy, unsatisfied, probably in a very deep, dark place. And you're going to wonder how the fuck you got there. And I could probably guess, if you follow the money back the other way, you figure out. Stop. Money ain't the end all be all, because after you get some money, niggas still be trying to commit suicide. It ain't everything.
And you're gonna want some more. You're gonna want some more.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
It never ends. Somebody said love is not important. Instead, it's all about what they can provide. That's what they preach. Love is
not important. That's what they preach. Yeah, I know it's not. It's more like lust is important. Let me get this bag. Gotta keep getting the bag, because if I stop getting the bag, then I'm not gonna have nothing, because I don't own anything. I don't have anything that's valuable other than my body. No.
You know what? I want to talk about that, because this is, you know what? And I was thinking about it earlier. Me and Bree, this time that we were talking about Adele. And after I was thinking about, as I was driving back home to get ready for the show, I was saying that what love songs do these girls have? A lot of, and that's why I really crave R&B so much, because we really needed that love. We needed the love. We needed the Isley Brothers, okay? We needed Usher. We needed Tank. We needed Genuine. We needed Maxwell. We needed In Vogue and Escape in Total. We needed R&B, because hip hop was growing so fast, it was overpowering everything. But there was still a good balance, a strong thirst for love, for Black love, because it looks like nothing else, and y'all don't have that. All y'all have is rap. And the R&B that you do have is not even really R&B, it's still sex. And it's like, we really need to get back to the most important thing in life, which genuine, I hate to sound like such a cliche, is love. It really is love. On the holidays, you're not craving no sneaky link. You want some love. You want to be around
love and happiness.
Okay. Love and okay.
Seriously.
Talk to them.
Hey, bro, don't for real. That's all we want. It can all be so simple.
Everybody. The reason that we love the 90s so much is because the way we portrayed it looked like love. It looked like community. It looked like teamwork make the motherfucking dream work. We wanted to dress like the 90s because they was jigging, and it was love at them parties. That's why they weren't shooting everybody up. It was love there. They could party all day, hang with somebody they didn't know, and ain't nobody on their phone, but they just wanted to be around love. I just want to kick it with my people. I want to chill. I want to have fun. And I want to go home and laugh about it tomorrow and do it all over again. That's why the summer was so lit. It was love. We just didn't enjoy ourselves. It was more of a community effort, because I love what I wanted to. I became what I wanted to see. And we can't do that when we so individualistic and we worried about our ego. Just put a little love out there. You're going to get a little love back. Somebody going to give it back to you.
And the question is, who is the example of love? Who are the examples of love that we see in our communities today in this, social media? Bet. Perfect.
Okay, let me get to these comments. I'll make sure I include people. Somebody give me less than $40 for lunch, and I get offended. I admit the media has definitely influenced that and made me feel satisfied with $40. Damn, $40.
I'm like, I don't need that much. I know I need about 20, if that.
20,
really
baby. Okay, because I'm getting the same Chinese or some.
But the thing about it, 40 ball has been associated so negatively anyway. 40 ball,
sexual, bro.
Right.
So sexual. Sexual. Hear me out. I also do nails. I'm not gonna cap. I was gonna be the home with a $40 manicure. I was like, oh. No, yeah. I'm like, I got the 40 ball. You needed the 40 ball. Yeah. I swear to God, I was really putting that in my head. Somebody said, "Real love." I'm searching for. Okay,
real love. I'm searching for real love. Somebody said, "What
else? See, like everybody just wanted love, because y'all know that 41. Everybody wanted love, and it's like, our Black girls don't have that example. Even when we were teenagers, we had Sierra. Sierra was giving us promise. She was giving us heartbreak. We had Tiffany Evans' promise ring. We had Treasure, Unappreciated. We had these examples of what it looked like to be in love. You know, they didn't look so grown. You know, it didn't look so sexual. I don't remember it. I just don't remember it looking sexual. I remember Sierra being a young girl, and I think she didn't want to give her virginity up to Bow Wow or whatever. They broke up. I remember hearing that. You know, I remember hearing young women that cared about themselves and wanted to be in healthy relationships. And the thing is, this conversation is useful and it's going to be super important, but we got to have the same conversation with our young boys because it's going to be counterproductive. They learn to shoot this, kill this, fuck on her, fuck on that, all these different things. And here I am still trying to talk. Here we are trying to tell young girls to love themselves and not judge their bodies and things like that. And it's like, it's kind of counterproductive, but it's like, we need those examples. We had I'm sorry, go ahead. Summer Walker, let me see. Summer Walker's new album is so bitter, not really about embracing love. No, it's not. Let's see here. There you go, Chelsea's coming back. Summer Walker's new album is bitter, not really about embracing love. I didn't listen to it. I heard it was really kind of bad. Like, not like it was a good album, but it was just really like angry. And you know, I expect that. She just went through a lot. You know, they play her nationally. I'm not gonna lie. And that's another thing. Let me tell you something. And this is what I will say. I try to keep my timeline full of very influential, positive Black women that live in luxury. Okay, I follow some Instagram models because the bitches be dressing cute. Let me not cap. They be dressing so cute. I'm like, oh, I love that. I follow them because they dress cute, but I really try to follow women that are living in luxury. A lot, you know, luxury or life or just positivity. I really try to put that on my timeline. And I'm seeing more and more that I want, if I have not already been, which I don't feel like I've really been, maybe because I didn't know what it meant. I want to be a woman's woman. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm always rooting for women, right or wrong, but that I stand by women and the advancement of women of color no matter what. I'm against anything against us, and I'm for us no matter what's for us. You know what I'm saying? That's the mind that I want to have. And I feel like we got to get back to everybody not trying to be mean girls. Even that.
Right.
Everybody want to be everybody won't be mean. But
I'm trying to be different.
I'm not speaking.
But I want to live a life of luxury, and I'm gonna claim it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but everybody want to be the girl. Everybody love the girls that love the girls, but don't nobody want to be the girl that love the girl. Like, I just feel like I just want to be a woman's woman. I want to come in and even, you know, it ain't got to be all love or we best friends. It doesn't have to be that, but I want to always have a sense of community about women of color within myself. I want to build that with myself, build that with my friends, and go out and be that with other women. You know what I'm saying? It's enough of that, bitch. I don't speak to bitches. I don't get along with women. I don't got too many female friends. Bitch, something's wrong with you. Well, I start that. Something's wrong with you. Every bitch you cool with, you fall out with, something's wrong with you. Okay?
Look at the pattern.
Wrong with you. Okay? Something's wrong with you. I only do better with boys. Something's wrong with you. Okay? Something's wrong.
Read between the lines.
You are this way. Why can't you form a connection with a person that's most like you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of weird to me. That's like, you know.
This is why I'm so happy I had the chance to meet you, because realistically, we need more women who are on the same path towards positivity, who are goal-minded, goal-oriented, because it's really hard to find it nowadays. Everybody trying to be cute, but I'm trying to get to the bag. So I'll see y'all later, and I'll catch up with y'all. I'm trying to do both. Balance, sis. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
I don't have time for negativity. No. It's called, I'm going to pray my problems away instead of going to anything else that's not of God. For real. That's how I feel. I'm telling you, I ain't got time. Thanks.
Somebody said love hurts. Love does hurt, but that's another thing. What
love heals too.
It do. Okay? It do. It say, somebody said, we got some good comments here. It said, I know love can be intense, but all of our music is about sex, money, and violence. Therefore, when you hear an album filled with anger and bitterness, it doesn't help foster Black love and community. Just wish we had more representation of Black love and happiness. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. We absolutely need more. And it's like, we're getting to the point that people don't know our old relations. They don't know that. I mean, they kind of know the dark-skinned Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil. You know, I don't even want to bring up the Cosbys, but they know my wife and kids. Like, we had representation of healthy Black love, of realistic Black love, of what it looked like to be a family. You know, they had that. But we had that, but they don't have that. And it's like, where do their images come in? Beyonce is so far ahead, she's not going to be their generation. You know what I'm saying? She's not, that's our generation. They're going to be like, oh, Queen B, yeah, but she was our generation. And we know even their love wasn't perfect. No love is perfect, but where do their positive images of love and Black love and happiness come in through the media? Where? Because everybody I see want a sneaky link, everybody beating that baby mama ass, everybody saying fuck niggas, everybody finessing niggas on camera and loved up and cubbed up and husband up behind the camera. And it's like, where is the authentic, genuine people that don't care about saying, hey, I'm in love, this is my person, I chose a Black woman, I chose a Black man, and having that forefront? Like, how do we get back to that? How do we even, and you know what, Chelsea, I feel like we're on such a small scale. How would you just, thinking, how would you say that we should do that, like, even on our level?
Right. We need like a Black love panel, because I don't know too many happy and sad that I can't name off the top of my head, like far as in the community, too many like young people like us who are actually happily married and are about marriage. Most people want to do that when they get older, but I'm like, I don't know. There's some happy couples out here, but I feel like we need to have some type of panel to let y'all know that there are young people who are in love, who are either in a serious relationship or trying to work towards that. Okay. Yeah. And then Bree said, yes, Black love panel for real, because we got to do that. Maybe for like, month of February, we can get something together. Who knows? But some type of time we need to get it together. Because I think that like Black love month is somewhere in February, if I'm not mistaken. Something dealing with that. So we can put something together.
Something in February. They think it's all motherfucking month. Y'all niggas got
right.
1 month. Make that shit.
Right.
So 1 month.
That's why I had like an episode a long time ago just asking, is Black love even a goal anymore, or just love in general? But really Black love, because we don't see it. Like we see all this Hallmark movies, we see Lifetime movies with white couples. There you go. So where's our equivalent? BET, Love and Hip Hop? I don't think so.
Okay. Jody and Yvette.
Jody and Yvette. Oh my Lord.
That's what we got. That's our Black love. Let's talk about that struggle love. I'm so glad we're getting out of that shit.
Struggle love to a certain extent. Ain't nobody got time for that. I told you that riding and dying stuff. No,
man, I died and died, ride and died.
Yeah, I can't do none of that no more. I must resuscitate myself for what at this point? I did it how many times? It's a limit to that riding and that dying, for real. I'm telling you. When you find that right one, they'll do it for you. What's up, Bree?
There you go. Bree said, yes, Oprah has a Black love special. Let me tell you the Black Love documentary series they have their own. You type in Black Love on Instagram, they're gonna pop up. They have your favorite couples. They have Tamela Mann, they have Tank, they've had people from the Tyler Perry movies. They had so many celebrities on there, and they talk about Black love. I love that series. I want to tell you, it's so real. It's not scripted. They really be on there asking questions. Like you see the kids come in at some point. I would recommend every person who aspires to have a strong, healthy relationship, to check out the Black Love docu-series. You can find them on Instagram. Look it up. You can download the app on your TV if you have a Roku TV or anywhere that allows you to download apps on your TV. You can watch it. It is so good. It's real. It's honest. It's your favorite celebrities. And I found it really helpful as someone who only knows a very small amount of married couples, of happy couples.
Right.
Right. And happy looks different for everybody. Healthy looks different for everybody, okay? Because there's some shit that motherfuckers be putting up with down and box somebody's motherfucking son for. So I'm not doing that, okay?
Hey, Rhonda, shout out to you in that docu-series as far as Black Love. I've seen it a couple times. But yeah, Viola Davis, I think, was on there at one point in time. So I'm really happy. I love her. Yes, me too. I love it. So it's great to see that.
Yeah, she talked about, and she's older, but they have very relatable comments. And I remember she was telling her husband when she first met him, like, I have really bad credit. And he's like, I knew your Black ass had bad credit, but it's all right. You can use all of mine. And I was like, I love it.
Yes. And then shout out to Beyonce's mom, because she don't take nothing either, Miss Tina, because she was like, she told Richard, you were far from perfect. She kept it real with him. She was like, you were far from perfect, but hey, I had to deal with that. So she realized that and realized he had potential. So she kept it 100, which was good to see that. That's what it's all about. And then look, matter of fact, Judge Faith Jenkins, I don't know if you watch Divorce Court, but Judge Faith Jenkins, she has a book right now called Sis Don't Settle. So she just recently got married, and I'm saying that's another lady I look up to as well, because she lives that life of luxury that you're talking about. So definitely, Sis Don't Settle. We don't have to settle as women. I've learned not to settle as well. So it's
You don't have to. Somebody says, I hate the fact that Black women have to go through BS to find true love. And you know what? Let me tell you, that's not even a fact. That is something that people have adopted and believe that is true. That is not a fact. There are plenty of Black women who decided that, you know what, I'm done dealing with bullshit. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to advance in my career and do X, Y, Z, and I'm going to prepare myself for the man to come. And there are plenty of women that have found that. Plenty of women. And that's why, this is what I'm telling you is important, why with young girls feed their minds. Fill your timeline up with shit that you want to be, with shit you want to see, shit that you aspire to have. You keep watching all these bitches shaking their ass, buying Fendi's and this, but what the fuck their life really look like? You don't know. And that's why I told y'all, that's why I follow women. I follow women who aspire
women, not girls.
Women, okay? And that's, let me tell you that. That's the old school thing. Let me tell y'all that. I'm going to detour real quick. I was hanging with my best friend Sierra last summer, right? We was at her family thing. I mean, all her family shit, right? They my family, okay? Like I was at my family shit last year in the backyard, and her Uncle Mike said something about y'all girls, and it obviously was a bunch of women sitting there talking, and everybody cut up on it and said, "We not no girls, we women," and I was like, damn.
That's right. Ladies
because
at a minimum. Ladies at a minimum.
Thank you. At a very minimum. Okay. And that to me was like, you know what? And it's so crazy because we call them men. We don't call them boys, but they call us girls. And I was talking to this one girl, and I was like, you know, after that, I was like, yeah, I feel you. I'm a grown ass woman. And so then it's like, you know what? I'm not calling you no man, and you gonna call me no girl. We gonna get the same level of respect around this thing. So when you speak to me, I was talking to this, hey, how you doing, girl? Correction, I'm a grown ass woman. And then it's like, oh, okay, now nigga straighten up. Nigga open the door when you walk through. Oh, okay.
Let them know. Let a man know how to treat you.
You know, and it's really as simple as that. It's very subtle, and it's the very subtle things because, like we said, a bunch of small things make up the big things. Watch how people call you. Watch what they call you. Little girl, I'm a grown-ass woman. Watch how you speak to me. It's like, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, you're bad, nigga.
Right, and then adjustment gotta happen. Adjustment gotta happen because, yes.
They do hate being called boys. They hate being called boys. They're like, oh man, you know damn well you a little boy. Shut your ass up, Jody. You a little boy. You a little boy. Jody, little Jody. You a little boy. You know? So when they talk to you, they're like, you a girl. Bitch, that's some respect. I'm a grown-ass woman. Okay? I pay grown-ass bills. I take care of a little kid. I got this shit on tight and locked. I'm a grown-ass woman. Ain't nothing about me no little girl. Okay?
There you go.
Period. I ain't your little friend. I ain't your little friend your mom told you about, bitch. Okay? Okay, I ain't your little friend.
Oh, Lord.
Don't do it. And I just want to say, even to young girls, like when you get to a point, demand that respect. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle thing. But demand that respect. I'm not no girl. I'm a grown-ass woman. There's a distinction. Okay? It's a very distinction. And I'm for my respect, bitch. I ain't get here for fun. Okay? I put the work in.
Right.
I'm a grown woman. Okay, let me try to get back to what I was saying about struggle love. We don't have to struggle love. We don't. I really want young girls to understand that it may seem impossible right now to find a boy, but baby, young love being young ain't all about love. Not saying you can't find it, but it's rare that people do so early on. Very few people do. You get some amazing success stories, but being young ain't all about being in love. Of course you want a boyfriend, get a boyfriend, but don't hold it so tight. Trust me. Go see the world. Okay? Girl, go travel up and down. Go live different places.
Live. Live
places, try food, and don't get your world so caught up in these boys, because I promise you they were not caught up in you. You are just another name on, if they even got a list to remember your name. If they even don't get so caught up in these boys, because trust me,
they got that list.
Okay, if they
got that list for me. Oh,
if they got one, because they don't. Some people like. And it's crazy because guys will be quick to be like, girls will be like, I used to talk to him. You're like, damn, I talked to that bitch. And now you and your homegirl and I, because you remember humping on dude. He don't even remember you. Now y'all be talking like, bitch, she don't even know you, but you so caught up.
Right, there you go. Because females care early, guys care too late. That's the thing. If they care at all, sometimes because you gotta deal with that. I'm telling you, take your time to realize there's somebody made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If one person doesn't care about you, there's so many more billions of people who do.
I promise you. And this is what I want to read. This is what I want to reassure young women. This body is killing me, because I've been seeing so many people tease kids about their body. Let me tell you something. And if you, I don't know if y'all even follow Sukiana, but Sukiana is this freaky thing, okay? But the real thing I ever seen her say was that I wish somebody would have told me about grown women weight. Young girls, if you wait long enough, your body gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's gonna do everything you want it to do, but you gotta be patient and you gotta trust your process. Please don't be in a rush. I want a nose job, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with your nose. And understand,
Right.
let me understand this, baby. If you are black, you are already a fucking luxury. Everything about you is already being studied and copied elsewhere for some white chick, some non-black person halfway across the world to take what you're doing. Please don't ever think that because you don't look like this and your booty ain't big like this. Trust me. There is some little nappy head little boy in that school somewhere that like you or your non-happy curves or whatever. Trust me, he will drink your bad boy, girl. I promise you. Don't get so caught up that you ain't shaped like this and you ain't half like this, because I promise you, if you give it some time, you put a little work in, you're gonna get to everywhere you want to be. And that's with anything. That's not just your body. You do not have to go. You don't trust me.
Be you. I'm telling you, somebody out there that will love you.
Okay, somebody gonna feel it. You a vibe and somebody gonna feel it, but you gotta give it time.
What Jasmine said, but why would I want that nappy headed boy? Yeah, you don't want to have a nappy headed boy, but just in general, it's somebody for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just somebody
whatever he looks like, and we can't go based off of just looks, because looks will have you looking elsewhere, because looks is not enough to really love you. Personality for me, goals, morals for me, it's more than just looks, because if it was looks,
Chelsea, though, young girls, they think the looks matter. We gotta talk to them.
You'll learn falling for a pretty boy, and the next thing, you know what I'm saying?
And he doing you every way but pretty.
Ooh,
but pretty. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And we see it too often where it be the lame niggas that grow up and be the one that you really want now. And I'm not saying that you should have to settle for something that you don't want. By all means, if there's something that you want, work to get it. But trust me, start weighing look at why you really want this person. Do you want them because everybody got them? Probably random. You want him to look good? How you getting them clothes? Can he keep that image up? Is he wearing the same True Religion pants? Is he wearing the same Gucci stuff? Because he only got one, and that's all he got to show for it. Nah. You know, and understand that just because somebody treats somebody a certain way, don't mean they're gonna treat you the same way.
Yes.
Everybody don't be the same person. Okay.
That's right. Those representatives are really real. Like I said, I just had an episode called "It Gets Real After That 90-Day Trial." So be aware.
Baby, I can tell you a nigga will get real over you. You know what?
Talking about wait 90 days. You sometimes gotta wait more than 90 days. So like I said, you talking about 90 days. I ain't no magic number.
Right? Because it ain't all have to be. Somebody said consistency is keeping me consistent. And I'm trying to tell you, remember I told y'all, everybody, it ain't a price on my pussy. Yes, it is. Consistency, stability, security, attitude, okay, honesty, loyalty. There's a
priest, protector, and provider. Priest, protector, and provider. The 3 P's. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for 6 packs, 6 figures and all that. I'm not looking for all that. I'm looking for peace. Somebody who will give me peace and all that.
Beauty is definitely only skin deep. You know what?
Yes.
Hold on. Beauty is only skin deep.
Beauty is only skin deep.
I don't know. Because some people ugly, and I mean, I don't want to be rude. I just think some people are maybe not as attractive to myself. I might not find somebody attractive, but the way they act makes them so beautiful. And I know for a fact that I've seen.
I think that's. No wonder is that what that? Because beauty is only skin deep.
Does that mean maybe I'm understanding?
That's what I was wondering.
Am I understanding that wrong?
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, beauty's only skin deep. It is weird how it's phrased, but
yeah, your skin ain't that deep.
Oh, skin deep. So within the skin, the beauty is, but like on the outer shell of it, it doesn't really matter. So maybe that's what that means. I'm gonna assume that.
Maybe I'm understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all know I be saying some wrong shit online. That's why I'm
It's okay. It's okay. But
that's the thing. That's the part where you fuck so fucking much. You bound to fuck up on live like this. So tell me if I'm understanding that wrong. Let me know, guys. Somebody said I need that type of PP loan. Yeah, them niggas ain't go to jail.
They mean it's not all about beauty. That's what Bree said. That's right. It's not all about beauty at all.
Okay. All right, there you go.
For real.
Thanks, Bree, because I don't know why I didn't click. I wasn't clicking.
And Jasmine said, provide, peace, protect. That's what we want out of a man. That's what I'm thankful to be able to get myself. But reality, I have to fight for this. Like relationships, failed relationships. You learn from each one to realize what you have currently, and you won't take that for granted when you've been through something already, and you have heartbreaks and all that. So. Yeah.
And I definitely want to say, don't be afraid to let somebody go. Young girls, I know you dating, you think he your everything, your end all, your be all. Understand that if somebody is not giving you what you want, you can leave. You can leave. And trust me, you're going to find somebody else that's going to give you what you want to give. And hear me out when I say this. If you leave somebody that's not giving you what you want, you've only pushed yourself closer to somebody that's going to give you what you do.
What you need.
So you just let that go. And now you done moved on, put yourself, it's like you call a service line or whatever, call Comcast and shit, you call them, and then you get off the line, and now you back online, and now you in line to get what you want. You done got a spot ahead, so now you like number 8 in line instead of number 10.
Right, your time is
right?
coming.
Yeah,
it's a process. It's trust it. Trust the
there
process.
go.
Amen.
When you let go of something that ain't for you, you put yourself back in line for the stuff that's for you. Let it go, because the longer you hold it, the more you delay your blessings, your process. Let it go.
Right.
Let him go. He ain't treating you right. And understand, and I know a lot of us, I'm not gonna say a lot of us because I don't even want to put that out there. I know a lot, sometimes people don't come from homes where you can see real images of love, but understand that if it makes you uncomfortable, that is enough. It does not need, he don't need to tell you that he agree with your feelings. If you feel some type of way, that is enough. That is, nobody else, if you feel it, it's enough. If you're uncomfortable, that's enough. And that's enough for you to speak on it and act on it. If you don't like how you're being treated at a job with anybody, you speak up on it. And if they're not willing to change, that'll let you know everything that you need to know about that person and how they feel about you. And you make
this live
right
slapping,
decision.
by the way.
Boom. Exit stage left. Okay?
Yeah.
You do not have to stay there. Not with your friends. But sis, I don't like how you talking to me. Stop talking to me. I don't like how you talking. I don't like you.
I was gonna say this live is slapping, sis. By the way, 9.
Okay, right? Yeah, I'm glad y'all having. I hope we ain't babbling too much. Y'all got something y'all want to say? Y'all
right. Leave them comments if you want to come in too, like Cherrell
and share
said.
this. You know what? Right? That's a good point. Share this live with 3 friends you think that would love you. Guys, just hit that little arrow at the bottom and share. Is this conversation? I know we need to backtrack. People are joining in. You guys, this conversation is really about how the city girls and the hot girls is really affecting the way young girls, young Black girls approach dating. And we think that is affecting their mindset when it comes to the way they view men, that they're disposable, and that they believe they really need to, they got to really live up to these men's standards. And not saying you don't have standards you need to, match, but you don't have to, trust me, there's some shit they ain't even doing themselves. Second of all, it's affecting the way they view their bodies. Your body is fine, baby girl. It's fine, trust me. And by the time you get 25, 26, you're going to get a little weight, you're going to get a little teeth, you're going to grow, booty might pop, you're going to be there and everything. And trust me, when you're early and you're young, you're already in a prime. That's one of your primes. When you get later on in life, you hit another prime. It's like a mental prime, okay? You like, oh my God, I see life so clear. I see it so clear. Your body bang, because now you're getting that grown woman weight. You don't need that surgery, okay? You don't need the surgery.
No, you don't.
You don't need it.
Invest that into you so you can get a return on your investment. Don't try to do that. I'm telling you, do it for you. If you want to do it for you, go ahead. But don't do it for somebody else who's temporary. I'm telling you, don't. You're gonna waste your money, waste your energy. Your mental state is gonna be at risk. Don't do it, sis.
Don't do it for them. Don't do it for the men they never notice. Don't. Do it for yourself. And it's okay to ask yourself. I swear that's the best Drake line. I love that man. That man will never do this. I love Drake, okay? He don't.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Okay. What? I wish I could remember Cole, because Cole got a good one. Killing yourself. Something about killing yourself for a man that'll kill for you. Something. Man.
Getting this computer charger. I'm listening.
I can't even remember what I said, but the way the city girls and the hot girl movement is affecting young Black girls is their mind. This the way they're approaching the dating scene, is with the way they value men, with the way they look at their bodies. It's affecting obviously self-esteem overall. It's also affecting the way that young girls deal with each other. And that's what this mean girl. And it's, let me make it clear. This is not just because of city girls. There have been obviously peer influences well before then. But we're running into issues where women cannot even exist with one another without it being so much tension. It's like everybody want to be a mean girl for what? I'm trying to tell you, everybody love the women that's about women. Everybody love the women that's cool with everybody and they just kind-hearted. Everybody loves those women. But you don't want to be one? I want to be a woman's woman. We want to be women. If we ain't got there, we're striving to get there and be better every day. We want to build that type of community with our friends, with our family, most importantly, with the people that we love. And then we go out and we engage that with other women. And let me see. I saw a couple comments, couple fellas come in. Somebody said, I just tapped in. I'm all ears. I love it. Make sure you share this live with 3 friends you think would love the conversation. There you go. Killing yourself to find a man that'll kill for you, right? Killing yourself. Thank you, Lorenzo, for that, because that's a cold quote. Okay. You ain't picture perfect, but you work the picture still. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, let me see. It has created this culture, this girl versus girl. It has. You don't need to be beefed out with. You don't even know that girl. Granted, that was a mentality in the hood. You ain't like somebody you don't know why, you just don't like that bitch. That was a mentality in the hood. And it was also a very hating ass mentality that bitches had I don't like her. She thinks she all that. That was the most hating shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think about it to this day. That is the most hating shit I ever heard in my life. I don't like her. She thinks she all that. So you mean tell me her confidence bothers you?
Right. You don't want to be all that too?
She thinks she good, and you mad? You must think she good too, huh? You think she good too? That's some hating shit. That is some hating shit right there. If it's, I feel like it's nothing wrong with thinking you all that and you got it. As long as you're not rude and belittling to anybody else, then it's not an issue.
Yeah, be humble, because they'll be humble for sure.
Exactly, because we all in the same hood. You ain't that good.
Right.
We all in the same ghetto school. You ain't that high. Okay. Somebody said, why not? But yeah, so it's like we really just want young girls to really understand that the important things are things that money can't buy. And I'm gonna say this, and I think it's super important that you and I are having this conversation. And to say I see some guys have joined it, there is a price on pussy. I'm gonna keep saying this, and I want you to. There is a price on pussy, and it's, trust me, it is not what money can buy. It is consistency, it's stability, it's security, it's adaptability, flexibility, honesty, loyalty. Those are the things that buy pussy. Okay. Okay.
It's not worth $40 either. So check some of y'all.
That $40 ain't gonna get you this.
But you gotta know you have to know your worth, though. You know,
you do. You do. And it can't be chasing behind women who are selling you a lifestyle that they don't live. I'm telling you, Carisha, I watched the City Girls thing. I honestly am inspired. I really was inspired by City Girls because there hasn't been a really successful girl group probably in the last 5-6 years that I've done what the City Girls done. And on the fact that Carisha held it down pregnant while her team member was in jail was enough to honor that woman. Granted, I don't like how you be promoting some stuff, but the fact that it was an entrepreneurial spirit, it was a boss woman spirit, like I did this, I did it pregnant, and I did it when my partner was in jail, says a lot about the type of drive that you have, and you gotta respect it. But at the end of the day, is she selling you a lifestyle she doesn't live? She has kids, she had a man, okay? JT telling you finesse him, she has a man, okay? And Cardi B telling you all that she married with 2 kids with a man, okay? And you know what,
there's those positive lifestyles, but they're not really showcasing that in the music.
Exactly. Somebody, Lorenzo said that's because they're insecure about their own life. There's nothing wrong with confidence and knowing who you are. Yeah, that I don't like her. Absolutely. But that was just something that I heard consistently. And I heard girls fighting because she thought she was better. Like, she thinks she all that. I literally saw girls fighting because of stuff like that. It's okay to think you're better. Is it okay to think you're better than someone? Asking for a friend. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you this. Do I think it's okay to think you're better than someone? Absolutely. I do. And I think it's very kind of scary to say we're all equal. If I look at a woman that screams and yells at her kids all day, beats her kids, don't care about their well-being, you think I think she's good as a mom as me? Hell no. And all that, she's doing the best she can, bitch, do better. Quite frankly, do better.
Right.
I'm sorry. Everybody is not we're not. We're just not. Some people are better than people, and it's clear. It's very clear. It's clear in the way, not all the times, in the way people excel in their careers. Is some people are better at people when it comes to just maintaining healthy relationships with people, whether it be romantic or platonic. Some people are just better than people. It's okay to think you're better than somebody, but you need to also understand you need to be. If you think you're better than somebody, you better be able to pinpoint exactly how you're better than them, and it better be a stretch. It better not be 2-3 pointer type. It needs to be a stretch, okay? And
there's levels. There's levels to it.
Right? Yes, it is. So you might be better than them.
Know your role, right?
Next week, they might be busting your ass. So I think it's okay.
You gotta know your place. Everybody's created equal, but what you do with that opportunity is up to you.
Absolutely. It's very possible to fumble your life. You can fumble your life. You can. I feel like most women rappers are converting to male rapper lyrics to make it work for us. I'm sorry, hold on. MOB is now fuck niggas get money, just an example. Yeah, it is. And it is. It is. And you know what it is, and it's scary. I think that's making women far more masculine.
Yes, right. We need that feminine energy back into it, because that's who is who. We know from the outer appearance, but we don't know from the inner. And that's what matters the most. How we gonna be talking about all this? Just because they do it don't mean we have to. Just know that don't let no man play over you, and you ain't gotta play over no man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ain't doing no 50. We ain't going to 50-50. We ain't about to play that. It's okay, Jasmine. I understand it. We ain't even gonna entertain no 50-50. This is a conversation for young girls, for you guys to take back to your friends, your little sisters, and encourage them to accept themselves, to accept the way that they look, and know that it gets better with time. Everything. Wine is better in time. cognac, all that ages better in time. It tastes better. A lot of things are just more valuable. Don't get older. Like I told my grandma told me last Thanksgiving, she goes, I go, Grandma, I'm getting old. She goes, no, baby, you getting refined. And I said, Grandma, you ain't never refined. That's what she told me. And I after she said that, I just like little stuff. I actually want to get that tattoo. I wanted to get refined tattoo because I love when she said that. You ain't get older, baby. You just more refined. I said, oh, Grandma, I love it. I love it. So yeah, ladies, don't. It really is. Everything is really a matter of perspective to me. You age and you get better. You get better with time. You'll do better. Don't worry about having it all figured out right now. Because if you had it all figured out, you never had no fun later on. It's fun. Right. It's a little scary to look back at the dumb shit you did. Granted, but you look back and you're like able to laugh. Like, I'm a better person. I'm a better woman now. But and then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, long as you learn from that, because it's about like every day should be a day of growth to kind of reflect on what's there, but not reflect on it so long that you forget about what's in the present and what's in the future. Absolutely. So I agree.
Absolutely. And this is the last thing I want to talk about. And then if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, then we might go ahead and close it out. I wanted to talk about, because I want to make sure that I feel like it's important to teach young girls to love themselves, but it's important to be kind to the people around you. And the one thing I think that the city girls may be influencing young girls is to place these super high expectations on boys their age. Let me tell you, they don't have shit, baby. Okay? They ain't got shit. If you don't go to school in a very rich neighborhood, these boys ain't got it. So to find a nice guy who you might think is a simp and try to finesse him and make him go above and beyond, you're a shitty person. Let's start there. You're dead ass wrong. You don't have it to provide for yourself at 14, 15, because y'all dating at 14, 15. We ain't going to pretend y'all ain't 14, 15, 16, y'all dating. How dare you go require something of another person that you can't provide for yourself? There's no way you should be asking him, I want something Gucci, something Fendi. What can you buy you Fendi? We say this to grown women.
Ask for it. If you can't do it, don't ask. Because that's not fair at all. To expect somebody else to do it if they can't meet the qualifications, they're not for you. You're not right for yourself.
Thank you. Fix it. Fix it. Before you go asking him for that. Fix it.
Right. It means more when you can earn it yourself. It means more when you can earn it yourself instead of depending on somebody else to get it for you. Because you want to know that you have enough value to get that valuable item, okay? But otherwise, you just crash with a valuable item because you couldn't get it yourself.
Exactly. Stop it. Stop asking that boy to buy you all. Like, can you buy it? Can you buy it? No. Stop.
Right. Dating guys to finesse. Like, what is your net income? 0 because he got it all, but he might, I'm his ride or die, so I got it too. No, it's not. He got it, not you.
He busting his butt at Wendy's after school on weekends. And you think he about to spend some money buying some, or Foot Locker because he got shit. He might be a sneakerhead. Some little boys love gym shoes. He a sneakerhead. He working. He busting his butt at Foot Locker and at the mall to get his shoes. And he just got to buy you all this because it's Valentine's Day. Pump your brakes, okay?
Right.
Pump
what are you
your
giving
brakes.
You know.
Baby, don't be asking that little boy for nothing. You can't do it. And and quite frankly, let me make it clear enough. Because even though, we might call it differently. I hate to sound like we adults, we so high above, but I got 10 years on some of these chicks I'm talking about. So I got some room to speak. Y'all be looking like y'all begging. Y'all be looking like y'all begging. Stop asking these little boys for all that money. It look like you begging. You too young, 14, and I'm going to say 14 to 16, you be asking somebody to give you some money. You begging. If that is not your boyfriend, and I feel like it's okay, baby, I just want to go to, I feel like that is fine, but you want her asking for $50, he ain't got no money. His mom gave him that money. Baby, stop asking that boy for money. You begging. You're begging. Right. Okay? You're homeless. And we might need to involve CPS in your mama house because why you ain't got no money? Like what why you need everything? Why you gotta provide? Understand you are a teenager, and until you are financially stable, you should be seeking assistance from your parents or the government. That man is not supposed to help you. Okay? Right. Don't be expecting no man to help you. And I'm unless you have a baby, but I'm gonna be very careful when you do that. Understand that. Okay? If he ain't your husband or your baby daddy, don't be asking that man for no assistance. Hear me out. Don't be asking. And don't be in a rush to have no baby. Don't be in a rush to have no kid.
Because I'm telling you, all that fun go down the drain. Then you can't have all that fun like you want to. Can't let that city girl like that.
It's even harder because it's harder when you're young. You have a baby. You already can't go nowhere. Now you really can't go nowhere. I can be 27 and drop my kid off and fly across the world or go to the club and get a bar. What are you doing at this time? Where can you go? To the mall? To the arcade?
To the movies?
What are you doing? You got nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. You're bored. Don't have no kid early on. Don't have no kid early on. And it's not even
Right.
about
How you gonna grow a child up in an unstable environment?
yeah.
Okay.
And you know what y'all might you say what again, Chelsea?
Yeah, just think about that. Like if you're not stable yourself, how you gonna grow a child to be stable
Yeah.
in an unstable environment? So
Yeah, like you want to be able to. Kids are important, and once you have a kid, your kid is your greatest investment. That's the best thing you ever put into this world. Is the one thing that will live when you are long gone, and you want to raise your kid right. I tell people you want to be nice to your kid because I work for old people and I've seen people put their parents at homes and not visit them. Please understand, you want to be nice to your kids, okay?
yes,
And I promise if you wait long enough, even if you do it wrong and you're a little older, you're going to have a little more experience in life. It's going to be a lot easier. It might be a little hard still, but it's going to be a little bit more easier than it is having them at 16, 15. I promise. It is. It really is. And you want to make sure that when you do, you have a good support system. Everything don't go right when you have a kid. Nothing does. But you just want to do it when you're a little bit older. You can support yourself a little more. Somebody said, "Oh, you talking about teens?" We are. This is really about young Black girls. I'm a grown woman. We should be more self-aware about ourselves to be able to reflect when something is influencing us and catch that. We've been doing it for too long. We should know a little bit better. This is really about young girls because I feel like we're not talking to them. We're talking at them, which is why it was so important for this conversation to be spoken in a tone that they would understand. Which is why I said that you can have your little sisters listen to this. That's why I really didn't want to cuss that much, even though I know they already here cussing, but I'll be overdoing it, you know.
but cussing for the right reason is a different story. If you cussing for the purpose of trying to get into their head what they need to know, which is good, it's okay. If you cussing just to take them, derail them down another path,
Right. Story. Good point. I know it's a time and place for everything, so I'll be trying to keep together, y'all. But this was really for young girls to just encourage them to love their bodies, not place these unrealistic expectations on these young boys. And so remember that regardless of how social media paints young boys, they're still human beings, and you still need to be kind, and that you still need to be a good person. That's what matters the most. And I know it don't seem like your good heart or your kind spirit matters the most because he only want to date a girl with a fat booty. But I promise you, somebody like you. I promise you they do. They really do. And that you don't have to settle for the little nappy head boy because you don't like him. You don't. But you need to be careful with them pretty boys that treat you everything but pretty. Okay?
Right.
That's what you got to be careful for.
Balance. Take somebody who is, because it's the inside that's going to.
They were smugly. Little kind of ugly, little cute, smugly. Little smugly. You know? But it treats you right.
Look, when it comes to teens, y'all need to get into some mentorship programs. Mentorship is ever so important. Find somebody who can teach you how to be a lady, tell you to go to etiquette classes to teach you how to actually be the queen that you're supposed to be. Because all this trying to twerk your way to make ends meet is not the way to do it, because everything good comes to an end. So you think this is the way to live the fast life? Yeah, good luck.
We're going to talk about that next. I'm not next on this episode, but I'm thinking I really want to talk about strippers. I want to get somebody that's going to be honest about their lifestyle and what it's like, because while it is all glitz and glams, you get to see some celebrities. Some of these women have been sexually assaulted. They've been stalked. They've been assaulted. There's a lot of things that come with their life that ain't all posted on Instagram. So we're gonna try to run that by in a minute, but later on. But I think that's all I got. I really just want y'all to tell your sisters, don't talk at them because you're older in life. So you already know it all, and you can't really, it's just, you got to talk to them in the tone they understand and be receptive. And that's the only way to get to the youth. We can't talk to them from our perspective. We got to come down to that level and talk to them where they understand. And that's how we can get through to them, but still speak to them with some type of experience. You can't just talk at them. You know, it just doesn't work. It didn't work for me. You can't talk at me telling me what to do, bitch. I don't care. I don't want to hear you no more. I'm done. So we got to really remember to talk to them at a base, at a level that they understand, not that they dumb, but in a tone that they understand, and not at them and to them, and be receptive of what they're saying, so that we can influence them to do other things and not allow social media and entertainment to grow our children. They're not there to teach our children, but they will absolutely influence them. Any last words that you have to Chelsea before we wrap it up?
Yes. Just listen to somebody who's going to have a positive influence on your life. Listen to us as young folks, because a lot of children don't want to listen to the older folks. They be like, oh, they're just trying to say this just because they're trying to be mean. Listen to us. Listen to somebody who's steering you, but don't listen to these streets, because the streets don't love you, okay?
They don't love nobody. They don't love nobody. I promise they don't love nobody. You know what's funny? I was about to say this. Young girls, if you guys said this, young girls, have 3 people in your life, someone younger than you, someone at your level, and someone older than you. That way you always have a great way, a good balance of people to talk to and listen to, right? Somebody said, how old is Chelsea? Tell them how old you are.
24. Yes. Yes. Why you? Of course, she asked that. But yes.
Chelsea
Yeah,
closer
so
to him than I am.
What'd you
But
say?
She wise.
Yes, wise for sure. Because I'm telling you, I ain't trying to make no more mistakes. I don't have time for that. Like I might have time, but I really don't have time internally.
There you
Like
go.
clock ticking, forever ticking. So
Everybody's on borrowed time. Okay. And so before we wrap it up, Chelsea, you've been an amazing co-host. I'm so grateful to have had you today. I know it was last minute, but I appreciate the time.
Oh yes, of course. I appreciate it as well. I'm like, shoot, I'm about to throw this wig on for somebody today. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, I get to be on the episode and really get the chance to express my opinion. I always watch the episode. I told you I'll be here, so I'm definitely here.
I love it.
Up. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I see somebody say, I see you kept saying young. I'm like, hold up. All right, you was giving yourself away. They was like, hold up. How old is she?
Right.
Guys, before we wrap this up, we always got to go out the same way we came in. But before we wrap it up, make sure you guys share this conversation with 3 friends that would love it. Make sure you take what we said and share it with your little sisters, your little cousins. Don't talk at them, talk to them. Chelsea, you got to tell everybody where they can find you and they can watch your amazing show. Because Chelsea's show is fire as fuck.
Oh, yeah, so find me on YouTube, Chelsea's Live Line. I'm also on Instagram or Facebook, same handles. But yeah, I'm coming on tomorrow talking about millionaires mindset, because this month is National Entrepreneurship Month. So you're going to hear some ideas about what millionaires live by. So definitely check me out, Chelsea's Live Line, on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. Thanks, Cherrell.
You always welcome. And we got to go out the same way we came in. I'll let you go first, Chelsea. What's something that you're grateful for?
Okay, I'm grateful for the mentors I've had in my life who have helped steer me in the right direction. And shout out to my mom and my granny for really keeping me grounded and focused, because I'm telling you, these streets out here will try to influence you, but you got to have somebody who is strong in your community. So,
absolutely.
And it makes me, of course. Thank you.
Of course. Your mom is bomb. I know we met her through
yes.
the What's the Name room. Your mom is bomb.com. Of course. Thank you so much for coming, Jasmine. Anybody else that's in here, I always want to try to get one person. Can somebody drop one thing in the comment section that they're grateful for? We always got to go out the same way we come in, you guys. It's important to keep a grateful mindset. That is how you have an abundance mindset and you get more. Sometimes we get too caught up in what we don't have that we forget what we do have and to be grateful for it. So drop one person. I just need, if it's just one. If everybody do it, that's cool. But if one person can drop in my comment section something that they're grateful for, I appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to close this out. I'm gonna go out. I'm just grateful for this opportunity. I think this is an amazing conversation. It's a great way to come back on Facebook. I don't even host shows anymore on Facebook. I'm usually on Instagram, but Facebook always reminds me why I started here, and that is like I just need to come back to Facebook because y'all don't ever fucking disappoint me. I love being on Facebook with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. So I'm just grateful really to have had a beautiful co-host tonight. This was a great episode. I'm so happy. And yeah, and Cabrina said, I'm grateful for my church family. You can never go wrong. That's another thing. Find you something to believe in, because you will not get out of this life doing it by yourself. That was what I'm grateful for. I think that's it. Make sure you share this conversation. Make sure you guys also find me on Instagram at Let's Talk the Show. Click that link in our bio, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that's all I got for you guys. Thank you tonight, Chelsea. My name is Cherrell Carter, guys. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I'll see y'all.
See y'all.